Hey guys, a very good morning, Fabio here, hope we are all doing well. So in today's episode, I'm just going to be going through the dollar index alongside the major dollar pairs. Furthermore, if you haven't joined the Discord server yet, link is in the description down below. I will be sharing some potential trade signals today if the trade setups align with my entry criteria. So without further ado, let's dive in and enjoy. So to begin with the dollar index, and looking at the dollar index, we did see a bearish close on the daily yesterday. So this bearish close does signify that there was bearish momentum within the market yesterday. However, currently looking at the 4 hour, we are kind of stalling towards the downside. As you guys can see, we have reversed from that 618 fib level, whereas I would have preferred us to reverse from at least this level here, which is the zone at 92.332. So currently going in towards the 1 hour time frame, what can we currently see? Well, we currently have some descending price action. So we're kind of situated within this descending channel, and yeah, we could still see some potential more downside, one more back down in towards the lows. And then, the thrust up is what I potentially do expect. Doesn't need to happen. Let's say we break above this high and this high, then I will be looking for longs. However, short term, I do still think that we need to grab more liquidity from this 4 hour zone down below at 92.332. So it's beautiful to see how we yesterday were running in towards lows and how we stalled at that 92.541 level. As you guys can see, we did see a reaction from it. Then back up in towards my other zone up above over here, which was supply. I will explain this in the live stream which we are hosting within the community this afternoon. And then after that, of course, we start crashing back down in towards the lows, and the rest is history. So what I'm currently looking for is, of course, once again, just one more push down back in towards demand at 92.332 before seeing that real thrust up. Otherwise, wait for structure break and then go for longs. So that's the dollar index for you guys. Let's head over to Aussie dollar. And looking at Aussie dollar, as you guys can see, we did start initiating that pullback back up in towards the highs. However, this pullback, of course, is not significant enough for me. But looking at the 1 hour at the moment, what we can currently see on the 1 hour time frame is that we are forming this ascending wedge. Right, so if you guys know or if you guys read the document on price patterns, within the community which I shared, or my video on price patterns, you can check my channel for it. Ascending wedges are bearish, so we had the 1, the 2, the 3 essentially, but the 3 hasn't yet moved up in towards this swing high or in towards the trend line. So I could still see this pair moving up a little bit higher alongside that dollar index falling back down in towards the lows. However, it does need to happen because this structure is already enough to let it tank in towards the lows. Furthermore, if you were to draw on a fib from here to here, we can then see that perfectly hit the 786. So essentially, if you look at this from a 1 hour perspective, it is good to start falling down. However, looking at it from a 4 hour perspective, I would preferably see it come up higher to at least 0.74040. After that, just draw in this fib, and then what you can see is that the ideal selling point lies at that 786 fib retracement. So either a short from here or a short from here, with this being the highest probability setup at the 786. So that's what I'm going to be waiting for. Let's say we do tank down lower, I will not be engaging within the market for any potential sells. So that is that. Let's head over to euro dollar. And looking at euro dollar, guys, you can see my arrow drawn on my screen over here. So I am still looking for a pullback higher towards the 0.88 fib extension level or retracement level, And looking at the daily does look good for a push down further in towards the lows, in my opinion, because if you were just to, let's say, measure this impulse up, and we were to look at, and let me just draw on the other trend line, we were to look at this, you could say, okay, we have a trend line break in towards the highs, we broke above this lower high, created a higher high, and now we want to form this higher low. So where does the higher low need to be formed? Well, essentially, you always have to look at the fib extension or the fib retracement levels. I don't know why I'm saying fib extension, but we have to look at the fib retracement levels. And what I preferably always do is at least take a buy or a sell below or above the 618 fib retracement level. Otherwise, it is not an interesting buy or sell for me. So therefore, this is also not an interesting buy for me. That's why I would like to see some more downside after seeing a retracement on the intraday time frame, which in this case would be the 4-hour time frame. So yeah, that 0.88/78.6 fib retracement level are the levels that I will be looking for potential shorts on euro dollar. Let's say we never make that fib retracement, doesn't really matter. What I'll then do is just wait for that daily 618 and this daily level over here to get hit, and then I will start looking for a long pattern within this zone. So yeah, that's euro dollar for you guys. With that said, let's head over to pound dollar. And looking at pound dollar, so a lot of people went short yesterday. I think that was what I was reading. Personally, not in this short, mainly due to the fact that I don't really see any really important key levels. Of course, we have kind of like this 4-hour level over here, which is acting as an area of resistance at the moment. So of course, we could see more downside. If the dollar index decides to push further up in towards the highs, we will see more downside on pound dollar. Personally, staying out of this pair because I just do not like the structure of it. And furthermore, I'm also not really seeing the supply and demand zones, which I would preferably want to see. However, as you guys can see, of course, a perfect trendline break retest. And after that, we are starting to see some bearish momentum kick in. So yeah, if you're in a short, it does essentially kind of look good in my opinion. But yeah, just not enough of a high probability setup for me to take a real genuine short. So with that said, let's head over to our next pair, which is Kiwi dollar. And Kiwi dollar, guys, so Kiwi dollar hit my level to absolute perfection, 0.71332. So we could start tanking from here. Looking at the daily time frame though, I would still not be surprised if we do move a little bit up higher in towards that level, which I was talking about yesterday, remember? Over here at 71,943 being the ideal selling point. That would also align with the, of course, double top, and that would just be something really beautiful for me personally. So what I would like to see potentially is something like this form, in the form of a ascending channel, and then reject my level and then start dumping, then retracement, then 618, and then a further sell in towards the lows. So yeah, I'm not really looking to sell over here where the market is currently trading at. Purely just because according to my trading plan, I can't take a trade here. So therefore I will just be skipping this setup. But let's say we do move down lower, because essentially it does look good to move down lower. If you look at the 1-hour time frame, it's kind of the same as on Aussie dollar. We kind of have this ascending wedge pattern or ascending channel pattern over here. So what I would like to see is at least this high get taken out for a fake out on the second high, then a tank down lower, retracement 618, supply, and then a further short in towards the lows. That is what I would preferably see. If we do start tanking down lower, then I will be looking for longs once we reach my levels down below over here at 69,957 and 69,717, and the lowest level being 68,424. So yep, that's NZDUSD for you. Let's head over to our last pair, which is gold. And gold, guys, so looking at gold at the moment, we are of course moving up higher, and as you guys can see, we are seeing some rejection at this level of 1802.525, which is the swing high over here. A lot of fake outs happen on these kind of levels. As you can see, a lot of stop losses situated above these highs. That's why we are also currently being met by some selling pressure. Looking at the 4-hour, the ideal selling point for me would be up above over here at around the 78.6 fib retracement level. Once price reaches that level, I will be looking for shorts. I will not be looking for shorts in this region. Even though it is an interesting area for the market to potentially head back down lower, I will only be selling from the 786 fib retracement. So yeah, that is gold for you guys, as expected, moving up higher from this region, which I pointed out, I think it was yesterday or the day before. So yeah, guys, just waiting for more upside on gold before taking a potential short. So thank you all for watching. If you want to join the Discord, remember, link is in the description down below. Thank you all for watching once again, and I can't wait to see you all in this afternoon's live session. Thanks, guys.